Christmas came early.
This little drizzy rapping creep. My butter capo from the wave from the street. Wanna fuck with me, but baby I'm discreet. Hey, thinking about this pill I took, pillow talking, shorty rinsing Dylan Brooks. Can't believe this nigga talking down. My bank account is Magnolia Millie rocking. Hey, widows in my comments talking about some Millie Bobby. Look, bring them jokes up to the game, we get to really flopping. But send a finger to your mama and some FedEx boxes. Open up, that shit is jaw dropping, really shocking. Hey, I ain't pretty Flocko, bitch, this shit get really rocky. Hey, damn, dirty how I get 'em in the way. Say, she acting Hollywood, this ain't LA. No way, she a pretty little lie like she shake, but that's bae. Long as she don't lie to me, then it's okay. It's just another late night with my bitch. Just another late night with my bitch. And I hate to even call her as my bitch, cause I love that hoe, don't even make no sense. Just another late night with my dog. Just another late night with my bitch. And we riding around trying to make sense. Or whatever comes first comes next.
It's the boat on practically now from the six. My doggy lucky ignorant from the bricks. Thinking about this star cup, really walking. Let her fucking want my ops to see who really poppin'. Demolition game pop out, yeah, we get it knockin'. Boost a white bitch up and now she think she really poppin'. But my bitch new body savvy, I got demo eyelids. My bitch know it's us without opening either her eyelids. This bitch so pure, don't even fucking tryna raise our mileage. UKG6 knowing you'll never take one with polish. I let her go, she fine as hell, but baby wasn't stylish. She had big tits like Billie Eilish, but she couldn't sing. We catch the ops, don't want no apologies, just kiss the ring. Yeah, ring. Ring. I support the ops before I support Steven Green. We up in Turks with 20 bitches, just me and my team.
It's just another late night with my bitch. Just another late night with my bitch. And I hate to even call her as my bitch, cause I love that hoe, don't even make no sense. Just another late night with my dog. Just another late night with my bitch. And we riding around trying to make sense. Or whatever comes first comes next.
Christmas came early.
This little drizzy rapping creep. My butter capo from the wave from the street. Wanna fuck with me, but baby I'm discreet. Hey, thinking about this pill I took, pillow talking, shorty rinsing Dylan Brooks. Can't believe this nigga talking down. My bank account is Magnolia Millie rocking. Hey, widows in my comments talking about some Millie Bobby. Look, bring them jokes up to the game, we get to really flopping. But send a finger to your mama and some FedEx boxes. Open up, that shit is jaw dropping, really shocking. Hey, I ain't pretty Flocko, bitch, this shit get really rocky. Hey, damn, dirty how I get 'em in the way. Say, she acting Hollywood, this ain't LA. No way, she a pretty little lie like she shake, but that's bae. Long as she don't lie to me, then it's okay. It's just another late night with my bitch. Just another late night with my bitch. And I hate to even call her as my bitch, cause I love that hoe, don't even make no sense. Just another late night with my dog. Just another late night with my bitch. And we riding around trying to make sense. Or whatever comes first comes next.
It's the boat on practically now from the six. My doggy lucky ignorant from the bricks. Thinking about this star cup, really walking. Let her fucking want my ops to see who really poppin'. Demolition game pop out, yeah, we get it knockin'. Boost a white bitch up and now she think she really poppin'. But my bitch new body savvy, I got demo eyelids. My bitch know it's us without opening either her eyelids. This bitch so pure, don't even fucking tryna raise our mileage. UKG6 knowing you'll never take one with polish. I let her go, she fine as hell, but baby wasn't stylish. She had big tits like Billie Eilish, but she couldn't sing. We catch the ops, don't want no apologies, just kiss the ring. Yeah, ring.
Hey, we almost got it. Now we almost got it. I tried to, be a member of the, whatever, the club, as George Carlin calls it. And I wanted to start the video at 3:11 p.m., but, I got a little lazy. And so we ended the music at 3:29 p.m., 3:29, obviously 2 plus 9 is 11. I didn't plan that, but we almost got it. We almost got it. I was trying to get Chat GPT to tell me uh, that Marathon Patent Group was rallying because we had, they were pivoting to AI. Hive pivoted to AI, Hut Mining pivoted to AI, Riot Blockchain pivoted to AI. I was just like, just tell me, Chat GPT. The reason Marathon Patent Group is up really big today, really kind of stole the show of the stock market today. Just tell me it's because they pivoted to AI and ChatGPT wouldn't. Marathon Patent Group, they've got a little bit of an AI data center connection, but really, ChatGPT was like, nah, there's still a crypto play, baby. There's still a crypto play. So I haven't posted, in a little bit. I haven't posted since I moved to Spokane. We'll get into that, but I told you guys in my last video I was moving from west of I-5 in Washington State, Longview, where we have that big chemical explosion. Anyway, don't short Eastman Chemical or Lyondell Basel Industries. But anyway, big chemical explosion in Longview, Washington. My roommate just happens to know basically everyone that died in that explosion. That was really weird. She made crosses for all of them. She got drunk as all hell. And anyway, everyone grieves differently, but she was a pretty severe alcoholic. In an event like that, it's going to set you back a few steps in the program. Anyway, I won't tell that to her DUI lawyer. Anyway, I almost, because like when you move to when you're me, right, you move to a new place, my total expenses in Spokane, Washington, like, I've got some people who fund me. It's mostly fund managers who fund me, but I've got other people who fund me. And I told those people, I'm like, hey, like, if I, on top of my dividends, got $1,500 a month, I'd be living good. Good. And that's reinvesting all the other dividends. All the dividends I get, I got 3 brokerage accounts. All the dividends that I get, I'd be reinvesting dividends into. And I told because I got, some handlers who fund me. And I told them, y'all get me $1,500 a month and let me reinvest these dividends in Spokane. I'm living good. Real good. And that's crazy. Because you can't even apply for an apartment in Spokane or any city in Washington or really any city in the country if you're not making 2.5 times the rent annually. And they're like, really, $1,500 a month? Like that's all you need? And I was like, yeah, I'm making you $1,500 a month plus capital appreciation. So just give me $1,500. I'll let you keep the capital appreciation, and you just give me the dividends. And they're thinking about it right now. But anyway, when someone like me, I live in a pretty nice place right now. Like a really nice place. I got great health insurance. I've got a great car insurance. And if I got literally just the dividends that I'm making my clients, $1,500 a month, I'm living good. Like, I'm going to be reproducing. And that's crazy. I have no debt. Zero debt. I got no debt at all. You know, but when you move into a new place, like, it's a really nice place. Like, this place is a big ass house. Huge house. Probably the biggest house I've ever lived in. But I do got a few roommates, and they're really cool. They're really nice. But, you know, you don't want to move into a new place and you know, the first day you move in, your roommates are hearing, "Hey, puppy trades! Like, there's gonna be a beast quake. There's gonna be a tsunami. Seattle and San Francisco are gonna be destroyed. So you should buy Bitcoin and Ripple and physical gold." You know, like, ain't nobody trying to hear that from their new roommate. But I almost broke my silence. You know, I got connections in Spokane. You'd be surprised. I've got some serious connections in Spokane. Pretty wild. Like, I literally just showed up here on May 31st. I've got my next like 7 or 8 weekends planned. They're like, yeah, don't make plans for, you know, Friday night to Monday morning for the next like 6 or 7 weeks. I was like, good Lord. Like, these people don't sleep. But, you know, I almost broke my silence when I saw this. And this is why, like, I talked about the numbers at the beginning of the video. I talked about in my last video, like, you know, I really think it's time for the truth community to ditch the numbers. Like, I genuinely believe that. It's time for the truth community to ditch the numbers. Look at how, because what is coming, like, you can get into the numbers. I'll get into the numbers just real quick example. Kobe Bryant was on his way to Catholic Mass 41 days after the current, at that point in time, Pope's birthday. 41 days after the Pope's birthday, Kobe Bryant died at age 41 in a helicopter crash in Corona del Mar. Kobe Bryant equals 41 in the reduction cipher of gematria. He wore number 24 and number 8, so Kobe Bryant Day is celebrated on 8/24. 8/24 is the birthday of I believe it's the GM, it might be the COO of the Los Angeles Sparks, Karen Bryant's birthday. So Kobe Bryant's last game was against the Utah Jazz, and the Utah one of the teams, whoever was the home team, gave out Kobe Bryant's bobblehead, or like they weren't necessarily bobbleheads. They were like dolls, basically. They gave out Kobe Bryant dolls, and they gave out and on those dolls they had a helicopter propeller spinning from his head. So Kobe Bryant's last game was against the Utah Jazz, and when the 2020 event was declared, I'll just say it's already demonetized video. When the pandemic was declared, a very famous thing happened. The NBA season was canceled, and right before the NBA season was canceled, Utah Jazz player Rudy Gobert, he was mocking the pandemic. He was mocking the pandemic, and he used the palms of his hands, and he touched all the microphones. And he's really heavily criticized for this to this day. The NBA season was canceled shortly after this, but they were, basically asking Rudy like why he wasn't wearing a mask and all this stuff. And he like just got his hands and he touched all the microphones. and he touched the table and all that. He was really mocked for that. So Kobe's last game was against the Utah Jazz. Kobe Bryant was drafted in round one of he was the 13th pick in round one in the NBA draft. So the date March 11th is written 11-3 internationally. So 11-3 was when Kobe Bryant was drafted, and Japan's earthquake was also 11-3 in 2011. So later on this year, there were a few strange things that happened in 2020. There was a lot of strange things that happened in 2020. But the Los Angeles Lakers ended up winning the finals. I believe it was the second or third Sunday of October 2020, because the season was delayed because of the pandemic. By the way, the only time an NFL team has ever won the Super Bowl in their home stadium was when Tom Brady won it with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And obviously, during the pandemic, we were all told to stay at home. But Kobe Bryant wins the finals. The Lakers win the finals the year that Kobe Bryant dies, and they win the finals on the day that is nationally recognized as Father-Daughter Day. Another interesting anomaly in that year, Chadwick Boseman, who played Jackie Robinson in the movie 42, he died on Major League Baseball's Jackie Robinson Day. It was originally reported that he died at 42, but then they changed his age to 43. They said they made a mistake. Anyway, we look at this right now, and by the way, Kobe Bryant dies in Corona Del Mar, in Legends of Chamberlain Heights, and a Nike commercial, and another commercial with Kanye West. There were scenes of a helicopter exploding in 2018 or 2019. Kobe Bryant went up in a helicopter with the owner of the Lakers, Rob Pelinka, and this is an official story. He played a prank where he turned the ignition of the helicopter off while it was in midair and then turned it back on. So anyway, like you really shouldn't be needing to use the numbers for this. But I saw this and I was like, you know what? I don't care if my roommates hear me talking about the Beastquake and Ripple and the Japanese liquidity flood and how XRP will replace Swift, and Taylor Swift caused an earthquake in Seattle. She's dating Mr. Pfizer. Travis Kelce, Aaron Rodgers, the New York Jet gave Travis Kelce the nickname Mr. Pfizer. And then he had a severe injury when he played for the New York Jets on September 11th of 2023. In 2023, Taylor Swift caused an earthquake in Seattle during the song Shake It Off, and the architect for the Twin Towers was from Seattle. The Twin Towers were hit by airplanes. The company Boeing, which is an anagram for Big One, was founded in Seattle. Anyway, I was ready to break my silence and let my roommates hear me talking about the Beastquake when I saw this, because this is really blatant. For a very long time, I've been saying we're in the book of Revelation, and they could be using the Bible as their playbook. They could be doing all this stuff. It doesn't really matter. Like, if you don't believe in Jesus or Christianity, like, at a certain point in your life, you need to understand every single hotel room in the United States of America has a Bible in it. So we pledge allegiance to one nation under God. It doesn't really matter. Don't send me to hell, God. But it doesn't really matter if you actually believe the Bible or anything. It is very clear they are using this as their playbook. But just look at this. So everyone's making fun of Trump. This is going viral. That he holds up a graphic at the White House talking about how the Lincoln reflecting pool is bigger than the Sears Tower, the Empire State Building, and the One World Trade Center. By the way, the Twin Towers fell. Also, a third building fell that wasn't hit by an airplane. And they replaced it with something that looks like a needle. The first case of CV-19 in the United States of America was in Seattle, Washington, where Taylor Swift, who's dating who Aaron Rodgers calls the New York Jet who went down on 9/11, Mr. Pfizer. First case of CV was in Seattle. Taylor Swift caused an earthquake in Seattle during the song Take It Off. Anyway, he's pointed out the Lincoln reflecting pool, like Mr. Pool 311. I mean, there's a lot that gets in. This is just, the numbers don't really matter. Japan's earthquake was 311. There were UFO sightings before the quake, according to the major Japanese newspapers. But he's pointing out the Lincoln reflecting pool is bigger than the Sears Tower, the Empire State Building, and the One World Trade Center, which just very oddly is 1776 feet. Anyway, we'll gloss over that. The numbers don't matter. But the Lincoln, like Abraham Lincoln was, he was off. And Donald Trump's had like 5 or 6 attempts on his life since he was elected in 2024. I've been telling my followers since early 2024, Donald Trump is going to fake his death. He is the Antichrist, or he's playing the Antichrist, and he rides his motorcade vehicle. It's called the Beast, by the way. But in the Bible, it says the Beast has a fatal head wound, but the wound shall heal, like how Trump was shot in the ear, and his ear miraculously healed. Anyway, like, the numbers won't convince people, but just look at this image. Just look at the picture. He's showing a massive body of water towering over skyscrapers, and 2 of those skyscrapers are in New York, where we had the September 11th attacks. Just give me a second, guys. I'm getting a call. Where's my YouTube? Oh my gosh, where's my YouTube? Where is my YouTube? Anyway, really, I want to play a song for you guys. Let's see what SoundCloud has. Yeah, I'm still getting into my sea legs. But 4 plus 7. Hey, this would be a good time to pause the video. This would be a good time to pause the video. 3:47. We got the 7-Eleven theme again. Let's see. Come on, Spotify, don't be a hoe. Yeah, let's go. I'll see you soon. Yeah, sorry guys. The Illuminati, they called me. They heard me making this video, and they're like, "Hey, Puppy Trades, like, you know, they actually wanted me to tell you about this. They're telling you about this. I mean, they're telling you about this. The Twin Towers were designed by an architect from Seattle. They were hit by airplanes. Boeing was founded in Seattle. There was the biggest earthquake in recent Washington history was the Nisqually quake. That was shortly before September of 2001, and they were like, "Yeah, Puppy Trades, like, just tell them, like, they're stupid." But they wanted me to to use like less numbers. They were like, "Hey, Puppy Trades, like, these dumb idiots, like, they're stupid. Like, they're not gonna see the numerological, alphanumeric codes, and because like what they want us to do is like they wanted us to tell everyone with the numbers and with like the alien crap and the blue, I can't even say that, but anyway, the beams, like the beams of the twin towers, they were blue with thermite. Anyway, yeah, we can't say B beam, can't say a certain color in beam. But anyway, I just wanted to, say all of that to point this out. That yesterday, Japan and Indonesia issued tsunami warnings. Japan's earthquake was 311. The pandemic was declared 311. Taylor Swift caused an earthquake in Seattle during the song Shake It Off. She's dating Mr. Pfizer, who was given that nickname by Aaron Rodgers, the New York Jet that went down on 9/11. The first case of CV was in Seattle, Washington, in the U.S. Follow the yellow brick road. We're not leaving Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore. Travis Kelce plays for Kansas City. Taylor Swift is Dorothy. You follow the yellow brick road, which is San Francisco, where the 49er Gold Rush was. You follow the yellow brick road to the Emerald City. The Emerald City is literally Seattle. The death of the dollar, the gold repricing, XRP will replace SWIFT. The liquidity flood starts in Japan. When Japan jacks up their interest rates, obviously also referring to the mega earthquake. Anyway, oh, who did the Chiefs play in the Super Bowl right after they started dating Taylor and Travis? Oh, they played the 49ers. Anyway, the Illuminati told me, like, just chill on the numbers because you're not convincing anyone of anything. Like, it's just confusing people. And we already told the people with IQs above 105 with the numbers and the symbolism, like, they need to leave. But they did tell me, like, hey, like, you can tell them this. So this earthquake in the Philippines yesterday happened at 7:37 a.m. Now, I was supposed to ask you this before I told you the number, but if there was one three-digit number that I could tell you besides 911, they would automatically make you think of airplanes. What number would that be? The answer, of course, is 737. The Twin Towers were hit by Boeing airplanes. Boeing was founded in Seattle. The architect for the Twin Towers was from Seattle, and XRP, Ripple like waves replaces Swift. XRP is the bridge currency, like the Golden Gate Bridge. It just gets so tiresome. But it happens at 7:37 a.m., 7:37, like Boeing 737s. And you know what? Like, I really don't care. I really don't care. But if you don't think that, like, influencers can be a part of this, if you heard about the news of this earthquake in the Philippines yesterday, I guarantee you saw a video of this Jollibee store. I don't even know what Jollibee sells, but this Jollibee store, this Jollibee chain in the Philippines completely collapses. Well, wouldn't you know? Because I've also said something interesting that streamers like Clavicular and Aiden Ross and Sophie Rain, there was an earthquake in Florida. She's from Florida, Sophie Rain, whatever. Anyway, Sophie, Rain, Sneeko, Aiden Ross, Clavicular. I've been telling you guys, like, they're all part of the club. Like, they've got handlers, they got all this. Sneeko went to the same Jollibee location in General Santos, Philippines, just last month. The building completely collapsed following a powerful 7.8 magnitude earthquake. I'm sure that's just a coincidence that an extremely famous streamer went to the exact same building a month before it collapsed in an earthquake. That's definitely a coincidence. Anyway, let's get into the Elliott wave. I hope I didn't break your brain or make it. Wait, there was one more thing. Sorry. The Illuminati told me they wanted me to tell you one more thing. They were like, "Hey, I think these dumb sheep, who watched Monsters Inc. when they were children, they might remember this." So James Franco was in a movie called This Is the End, where the world ends. It includes an earthquake, obviously, at a party in Los Angeles, California. But he goes on this weird kind of Britney Spears breakdown moment where he talks about James Franco 2319. He's acting really strange. He looks completely disheveled. Normally a handsome dude. By the way, San Francisco, known for Pride Month, known for the GAYs, Ripple, known not only as the bridge currency, like the Golden Gate Bridge, but also known for GAY Pride, Ripple, XRP, known as the rainbow currency. We won't get into the children and the underground trafficking tunnels. That's just going to be too much for this video. But anyway, James Franco's made a really weird 2319 post. He said James Franco 2319. Franco posted 2319 just days before the World Cup starts in Monsters Inc., right, which is about Monsters Inc. is an analogy for how elites were torturing and scaring children to get their adrenaline pumping to harvest energy from them, which we now know is adrenochrome. Joe Biden wearing a mask. The Biltmore Estate flooded out by Hurricane Helene. Disney World flooded out by Hurricane Milton. Anyway, in Monsters Inc., 2319 is an emergency code which involves lockdown. Trump declared CV-19 an emergency on 3/11, the anniversary of Japan's mega earthquake, 2319 days before the 23rd World Cup on the 19th day. That's probably coincidence. Anyway, I hope you got all that. Boeing, the big one. Seattle, the Emerald City, the Yellow Brick Road, and by the way, the Space Needle, Victor Wimbiana. He's known as the alien. Oh shit. Let's just. I just think this is so dumb. I just think because like the dumb sheep aren't gonna get it. Like the dumb sheep don't know about numbers. Like, do you just the biggest national emergency in America's history? The biggest national emergency in America's history happened on a date that is written 9-11. By the way, a green meteor and a volcano crashed in the Philippines on May 29th. By the way, the last big earthquake in the Philippines was a 6.7 magnitude earthquake, and the earthquake occurred in America on a date written six. But like I keep telling people, don't try to explain the numbers to these sheep. They're honestly too stupid. They're honestly too like. And by the way, I could do all this without numbers. I could do all this without numbers. This is as blatant as it's gonna get. Donald Trump is gonna fake his death. Don't wait for that, by the way, because it could happen before then. Donald Trump's gonna fake his death. Lincoln reflecting pool bigger than two skyscrapers that are in New York. One of them was built after 9/11, which is the shape of a needle, which, Seattle's got the needle, whatever. But Victor Wembanyama, just really weird. Like, how stupid are you? The Knicks and the Spurs played each other in the finals. And did you know that the Admiral David Robinson and I believe Tim Duncan, the two big men for the Spurs, did you know they were known as the Twin Towers when they beat New York in the 1999 finals? It's just like, good lord. Now the alien Victor Wembanyama, whatever. Seattle's got the Space Needle. I've shown how during, or before almost every single one of these mega quakes, from Turkey to Japan to yesterday in the Philippines, there are strange UFO sightings. I've told you that I was contacted by the federal government, and the reason that I'm, basically, being targeted by the federal government right now is because I refuse to tell them. I refuse to tell my followers that there is a planet, an alien planet that is approaching Earth. The gravity from that planet is going to cause, a few things, but the biggest one is the gravity from that planet is going to cause mega earthquakes. Victor Wembanyama, known as the alien, and the Spurs posted a picture of the Spurs crushing the Golden Gate Bridge. Anyway, let's get into some of this Elliott wave crap. Wave 1, ABC Wave 2 for Kilroy Realty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Wave 1, and then a beautiful ABC Wave 2 for Kilroy. You take the length of Wave A, you place it at the Wave B high, you get a Wave C target. That's basically exactly where we're at right now. A lot of real estate looks like this. Wave 1, ABC Wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Wave 1, ABC Wave 2. From this low, beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leading diagonal Wave 2, 1, 2, Wave 3, a Wave 3. If you want to, be a degenerate, whatever, you take the length of Wave 1, you place it at the Wave 2 low, you get a Wave 3 target of 50.75. You take the length of Wave 1, you place it at the Wave 2 low. Kilroy Real Estate going all the way up to 99. That's plenty for now for a real estate stock. By the way, Marathon Patent Group bottomed at 3.11. Mara means the water in Latin. 311 Japan. Pandemic, Seattle, first case, whatever, who cares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Wave 1, Wave A, ABC Wave 2, Wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leading diagonal for Mara, Wave 1, ABC Wave 2, you take the length of Wave 1, you place it at the Wave 2 low. You get a Wave 3 target of 37. Holy cow. And if you look at the charts of Hut Mining and Riot Blockchain, they look just like this up until the point where Mara hasn't exploded. Now, Hut Mining and Riot, they have pivoted into AI data centers. Mara, not yet. Mara's still trying to hold on to that Bitcoin correlation for dear life. But if Wave 4 retests the Wave 1 high, and Wave 5 is the length of Wave 1, place at the Wave 4 low, Mara could be at 65 And that's honestly pretty conservative. I said that, the Republicans, the government, was gonna make a pot legal, and they were gonna get everyone high on the ganja. I probably shouldn't say high on YouTube. Anyway, this video might get taken down because I said hi. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for True Leaf Cannabis Corp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is really correlation analysis for MSOS, my bad. MSOS. Very similar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1. ABC wave 2. If you wanted to be, you could call this a triple nest. Yeah, you could call this a triple nest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1. ABC wave 2. Wave 1. Wave 2. Beautiful ABC right there. Yeah, I told you they were going to try to get everyone on the ganja before they told them the dumbest alien BS you could possibly imagine. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 3. You have a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 high, or wave 4 retest the wave 1 high. Wave 5 is the length of wave 1, places the wave 4 low. True Leaf should go up to 19. You look at the bigger picture, you get a little bit of an IPO based vibe. I think it's pretty valid. It's going to take some time. Maybe. It's going to maybe take some time. But yeah, we can see True Leaf at an all-time high. Like I said, True Leaf is really just the big leading indicator for MSOS. Wave 1, wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1. ABC wave 2. Then from the slow, wave 1, wave 2. And then what's this? I should probably make this purple. Wave 1. Wave 2. Wave 3 of wave 3. So True Leaf has already broken this red wave 1 high. I believe that's a pretty strong leading indicator for MSOS. Wave 1, wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1. ABC wave 2. Wave 1, wave 2. And I'll make these purple. Wave 1. Wave 2. Wave 3 of wave 3. We look for a shallow wave 4 that retests the wave 1 high. If wave 4 is the length of wave 1, wave 5 is the length of wave 1, places the wave 4 low, and wave 5 retests the wave 4 retests the wave 1 high, and wave 5 is the length of wave 1, places the wave 4 low. We should see MSOS at 8.02 pretty quickly. Again, this is one where you can't rule out the IPO base. It'll take time. But anyway, cannabis looking interesting. Signet Jewelers, we'll go real quick. 1. 2. 3, 4, 5. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, ABC, wave 2. You take the length of wave 1, you place it at the wave 2 low, you get a wave 3 target of 137 for Signet before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. If wave 4 retests the wave 1 high, and wave 5 is the length of wave 1, placed at the wave 4 low, Signet Jewelers is going to 176. CYRX, Cryoport, 1, 2, 3. Wave 3 makes the highest high in the RSI. Shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. Those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves make a large wave 1. We have an ABC wave 2. Now it looks like going into this 2-period time fib, we're entering wave 3 of wave 3. It's another stock topped in 2021. We've seen this be a big theme. Stocks that topped in 2021. They made a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1, ABC wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 3, ABC wave 4, wave 5, large wave 1, ABC wave 2. Stocks that topped in 2021 went past the 78.6% retracement, going to rally above their 2021 highs. I believe 86.30 will be broken for Cryoport. American Battery, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, at the 78.6% fib. You take the length of wave 1, you'll place it at the wave 2 low, you get a wave 3 target of 13, which is plenty for now. But even if we had a shallow wave 4 that retested the wave 1 high, and a wave 5 that was the length of wave 1, placed at the wave 4 low, we should see American Battery go up to 22. Consumer staples, I really like this sector as a portfolio stabilizer. Wave 1, ABC wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. You take the length of wave 1 in the black degree, you'll place it at the wave 2 low, you get a wave 3 target of 99. We're in an incomplete bullish sequence before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. If wave 4 retests the wave 1 high, and wave 5 is the length of wave 1, place the wave 4 low, XLP should go to 114. You look at wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 on the purple degree, again you get 95 before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. If wave 4 retests the wave 1 high, and wave 5 is the length of wave 1, place the wave 4 low, XLP should go up to 105. Let's finish it off with some crypto, Bipto. HBAR, it's not just stellar lumens, and we're starting to get more into the non-AI data center plays that are correlating with Bitcoin. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, large wave 1, ABC wave 2. You measure the time fibs from the IPO to the all-time low, you get a 1, 2, 3, and then a 5 right here. That looks like the bottom. You take the length of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, ABC wave 2. You get a wave 3 target of 0.43 for Hedera Hashgraph. I went over stellar lumens in my last video. Go check that out. Bitcoin wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1 in blue. ABC wave 2 in blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal in purple. ABC wave 2. I believe Bitcoin's going to go ABC down to 53.5K to end wave 2. And then that's going to be wave 1, wave 2. And we're going to look for a wave 3 for Bitcoin all the way up to 166,000 before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. If wave 4 retests the wave 1 high and wave 5 is the length of wave 1, place at the wave 4 low, Bitcoin can go to 237,000 just to end waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in purple. That would end wave 3 in blue before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher in blue, which would end wave 3 in black before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher in black. We look at Manpower, more AI data center powering wave 1, ABC wave 2, wave 1, ABC, wave 2 in blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1 in red, beautiful ABC correction, wave 2 in blue, manpower goes the length of wave 1, places the wave 2 low, it should go all the way up to 137 to power the AI data center boom, and that should be the top, and that should be the end of this video.